Okay, we'll start here. And this stuff came from, I think, about 3 different machine shops. So some things look like hell, some things don't, but I'll try to make this as fast as I can. And we'll just start down here in this bin. Got some giant things there. I got lots of machining devices. They're all missing, well, some have handles, but I mean, they're a bit older. I got many cutters, I think from 1-inch hole all the way to 1.5 inch for a horizontal or vertical cutting mill. There's lots of, I got lots of miscellaneous tappers and mills. That one's a tool holder, actually. And then, probably hard to see, but there's more cutters there. These are some wide cutters. Kind of see there. Up on top are all these go and no-go gauges, and what are they? Thread plugs, and they're all really pretty heavy duty. Really, I think for really big jobs. Up here are some lots that I do have on like Facebook Marketplace. So obviously here we have a bin full of adapters, all different sizes, big and small. I think there's about 100 of these, going from like 3-inch to 8-inch, all in all. Here is one of those. Now, I'm not positive on what's a Cat 40 and what's not, but you know, I believe that is maybe one of the tool holders that you're looking for. Down here we have a big, looks like some different drill bits. Here we have, a couple of these guys here that are, tool holders. Are the bits that looks like one of the Cat 40 pieces there, maybe. And then over here, okay, yeah, we do have, looks like one more. This beast here, which, seems to me like one of those Cat 40 type things. With a cutter on it. And look at the bag of some various drill bits there. Those are just some bolts. We come down here. We have kind of just some, looks like some different adapters and things. Little cutters here. Not many of these. Way in the back are more blades. This is kind of just miscellaneous. One big badass cutter here. And these are just some miscellaneous pieces. These are all more cutters, and they go all the way back all over the place. Here, I believe we just have some different adjustment bars and pieces like this. As we go down, I believe that's just more cutters. Here's a, okay, so here we have a Brown and Sharp. It's like a height gauge. Here is a 24-inch, is that the Vermeer height gauge? Let's just get a look here. You can see it has a little bit of wear on the bottom. Otherwise it looks pretty good. And this looks like it's in pretty rough shape. It's a brown and sharp. 25-inch it goes up to. And underneath here, we can look at it if you wanted the video, but there's another 24-inch height gauge on the bottom in the box. I think that's about it for this spot here. Now here, just gonna let you take a look through here. Now these are actually all carbide, and I actually have not looked at these yet. So you have not seen these yet in the lot of items that we've been discussing. And these do not feel like carbide. These feel like just normal high-speed steel. But there are many of them there. These look like high-speed steel. Same here. Same there. Here, there's a little bit of carbide mixed in. And again, I think all of this stuff you have not seen yet. So this is not part of the carbide lots. This has some carbide mixed in. There's a lot there. I think a lot of that is steel. Yeah. A lot of that's just steel. Here we got, it says 3/8 end mills. Looks like those are all in the steel range. Got some more stuff there. This is over 1/2 radius end mills. Got another here. Okay, let's see. This looks like 1/2 radius. That looks like it might be a bit of carbide actually. Yes, so that we have not looked at yet. That is more carbide. Okay, here's some miscellaneous. I'm actually not even sure what these are. Cotter with keys. Got some cotter pins and those little half moons. I'm not sure what those are.
Perry was out buying them.
Yeah. Here we got some bolts. And some more end mills. These say 1/4 inch. Some are high-speed steel, some are not. This says 3/4 inch. I think most of that is going to be high-speed steel. These are end mills. And then here are and all of these drawers came right off of the main machine shop floor. So they were like right next to the main CNC machine. There's a million like giant things here, and a lot of bushings, drawers and drawers of different sizes of bushings. So if there's any for bushings, there's a lot. And then these up here are all the carbide bits that we discussed already. And then where it says like 5/8 long, those are some steel, mainly just steel bits. Some of them are coated. This says 5/16 Hagen. It looks to me like there's a lot of gold on a lot of these. You know, usually that gold I think wears off, so probably, you know, you can see some are wore off and then some look new to me. So pretty decent mix there of things that have not been used. But you can see there's more. And they're all labeled pretty nicely here. And then, for example, here's some of the carbide we've been looking at already with my notes in there on the 1/2 inch carbide. Looks like I have 50 uncoated, 6 coated, roughly. And let's see. Come over here in this entire bin. You have some Morse cutting tools. Looks like we're gonna run into quite a few different bits and things. A couple tool holders. I think this is a lot of small, high-speed drill bits. They're still in the packages, so I mean that's good that they've been used at least. So I just knocked these out of this one. Let's see if I can get those back in there. So you can see like this one here, there's the 2 that fell out of that. Looks like they're brand new, and they still have the box here, so put them with it. But this is filled with a lot of smaller high-speed drill stuff, and we can dig further in if you want to. Here I have I haven't looked it up yet, but it's a tool holder that fits these specific tools. I have 2 new cutters in the box that fit that tool holder. You can see they're 3-hole job there. Over here we have some end mills, some cuffing mills. You can see some of the roughing. Got some there. High-speed steel. And just a whole pile of end mills there. Entire bin here of different cutters this size. These we can dig into, I would say just more if you want to, but it is just a lot. Taps and pieces, a lot. Flute plug there, pipe tap, and there's just a lot here to go through in that one. You can see here's something in the case. This is a big 2 5/8 beast. I had a couple like that. They're pretty nice. They're gigantic for doing big stuff. Up here you can see just miscellaneous. I'll kind of just let you look at it. Got a couple tool holders there, a whole bunch of various tool holders, and I can help you know, like these tool holders were in the same container as these, this pile of bits here, so I'm not positive if those will fit in there, but you can kind of see some of the types of things that are in there. Go through these drawers. Keo cutters, a ton of them. Some miscellaneous here. Here are a lot of, you got a bunch of taps there. Just some miscellaneous tools. Yeah, here now we get into a lot of these thread repair kits. Some big stuff. Ton of keel cutters. More taps. They go all the way back. We can go through them if we need to. This thing here was right on the main machining floor. Here's some broaches. There's some bigger ones mainly. They're mainly Dumont, I think. This is a 12 millimeter. It's a big boy. This little guy here. Actually, I don't see the size. I'm not going to take the time to find it. Yeah, a lot of these thread kits. you know, quite a few big drill bits. I mean, not a million of them, but obviously down here there's a whole bunch. Drawers and drawers. And just some miscellaneous down there. Looks like in here we got some more roughing end mills. Here we do have some bigger blades. Some of them have those 2 holes for, you know, what is that, like oil cooled with the bottom open there. But that is full of those. This, I think it's like a Cat 80 or something. It's a very expensive. I don't know, I think they're selling for $1,500 or something on eBay. So it's a Nikon NX5. Here we've got a whole bunch of these style. These, I think, need to be resharpened. There's just an entire pile of 2 flute pieces there. They said Carbide on them, but I don't know. Let me see. It doesn't feel like Carbide. I've got all sizes here of those. These are all in the package reamers. So I got a lot of reamers, all the sizes you probably want if you need them. I've got a whole bunch of these here. Got some nice dovetail and other types of cutters here. You can see, I think a lot of them are in really very nice shape. Okay, so these you've probably seen, adjustable reamers. 1/2 inch to all the way down here, like a 2 and it's just a beast. Up there is like some, you know, this like wax from one of these old mills. This plastic welder, I think it's not good anymore. Ball bearing parallels. Here I got some couple different tappers. Up here we do have some various drill bits. And let's see here. This is all filled with reamers of all sizes, all the way down. So we get up here. These are just the little guys. You know, here we get the drawers are all labeled. This is just some big miscellaneous equipment, some giant tool holders, big bracket stuff. These are 2 giant drill bits. I think they're over 2 inch. You know, there's a giant wrench in there. I have a few things down there I'm not familiar with. This one we kind of looked in already, but these are all those drill bits that are like oil cooled or whatever. They have the dots on them. Let's see what they're called. Yeah, drills with coolant holes. So I believe this is full of those. And a lot of these are Carbide. This one's Carbide. And see, we got the cooling hole. So that is specifically that. This is one giant pile of miscellaneous bits. So it is what it is. Down here are some nicer bits that are better, well organized, and bigger drill bits. Down here, more reamers. And then I've got a ton of like set screws and all that kind of stuff. Miscellaneous hardware. Got more drill bits. This is completely full of taps. I think it's mainly taps. A million different sizes, all that are in the packages. That doesn't mean they're new. I think if I had to estimate just off of what I saw, I would say like 30% is new and 70% has been opened but has been kept in the package. I think down here are some more taps. Obviously here we have some reamers. Over here are reamers. We got some giant drill bits over here. And we got a whole bunch. I think these again are in very good shape. Probably a lot of them don't have much use, if any use. A lot of them are new. I don't know. I thought maybe 70 or 80% of these were new, but that's just because not much of the gold is worn off. Like, I mean, I put that gold wore off ones down here. You can see, like, you know, after some use, that's more like what they look like. Okay, here we have just some more. Here's a whole box of taps. Here's the other side of those drill bits we didn't see too earlier. There's some screw jacks over there. And then in here we have like some two-sided end mills. Here we just have more bags of taps. I have a whole bunch of, I think there's still a bunch of ball bearings in here. New in the box. Yeah, and then there's some, you know, really nice condition taps in here to go through if you want. That's a thing of heel cutters that are, I thought, in very good shape. Down here I've got, these have all been mainly resharpened, but there's like 50 of them, cutters. And in the back here we got, yeah, just some more taps, keel cutters. Down here we got a whole bunch of those. Yep, here's more of those bearings. I have just an entire bin of these. I'm not 100% sure what you call them again, but all different sizes on these. One hell of a flywheel piece there for a CNC machine. We can look at that further if you need to. Here's like a brand new $1,200 tap. It's just like gigantic. So those. And oh yeah, and then a whole bunch of pie tapes, all sizes. The whole box is full of them, and there's pretty easy to put a set together if needed. And then, you know, up here is I don't know, some kind of old school surf, I think they call it. And then you saw my message before, you saw all the micrometers and everything. Yeah, and there's like a countersink dial gauge. And then these are full of different threaded micrometers, all the Mitsui Toyo and main brands. And I can't remember how many there are. You have to look in the photo. And then there is some miscellaneous stuff. Some of these that are just filled with. I can't remember. It's like reamer adjustment threads and things like that. Anyway, there's a tour of what is in the garage.